What is up, my brothers and sisters? First, I want to make this a bold statement. I've said it 100 times, but just in case you're new or you don't remember, because people seem to forget very easily, I'm not Republican, nor am I Democrat. They both work for the same guy, so never voted in my life, never will. Politics is a crock of shit. So, with that being said, it's just funny, all the things that I've been saying for the longest time. And now they're coming to fruition. All of them have come to fruition, literally. So, Trump wants to negotiate with Iran, and they want them to open the strait. That way we can get the boats going again, oil flowing. And it's funny because he's saying he wants to negotiate and they need to open it up, and that they have 48 hours, and that's passed, and now they get an extra 5 days because supposedly there's talks in the process, but yet Iran's getting bombed as we speak. So it makes absolutely no sense. And as I've stated before, everything that comes out of these people's mouth is literally a crock of shit. Everything is a lie. Has been for the longest time. Everything is a lie, right? So, I stopped believing in any of that bullshit a long time ago. People show me, oh, but the government declassified shit. Yeah, all that's a crock of shit too. And then I think it's funny because if Trump wants to negotiate and open the Strait of Hormuz, who's he negotiating with? I thought you destroyed all the leaders. And then when new leaders came in, you destroyed them too. And then you destroyed those leaders. And then you literally said, there's going to be no leaders because we'll just wipe them out too. We're winning, right? We've wiped them all out, and we'll wipe them out too. And anyone that wants to be a leader, we'll wipe them too. So who are you negotiating with? Because you killed them all, apparently. And then you threatened that anyone who was in that position of power, you were going to kill too. So if I was the new leader, you wouldn't know where the hell I am. You wouldn't even know that I'm the leader. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they killed the other guys, apparently, right? If that's all true. So who are you negotiating with? Who's going to tell you, okay, we'll open up the gate? I thought you killed them all. And then they want to put ICE agents in the airports to replace the TSA agents because of the government shutdown. And it's always the same bullshit, right? It's the Democrats. They don't agree with us, right? And the Democrats, the government shut down because of the Democrats. No. I've been saying for the longest time, and I'm going to say it again. It's because there ain't no money. There's no money. There hasn't been any money. And whatever money they scrounge up or print up is a temporary Band-Aid. That's why it keeps happening again and again. Instead of once a year, every other year, it's happening, every 6 months, every 3 months. It's unsustainable. Has been for a long time. All these things are just temporary Band-Aids. And people just couldn't see it falling and crumbling in front of their very eyes. They just couldn't believe it, right? We're the almighty, all-powerful. We have all these technologies, right? We have the greatest military. We're not going to lose, right? Little do you know, they sold your ass out. Them ICE agents ain't there for your protection. Nor were they ever put there to really get immigrants. It was to gather all of you up. And trust me, that day is coming very soon. Especially with all them facilities they bought too to detain people and house them in. Yeah. Like they did the Jews apparently in World War II. Stuff like that. Incinerators, gas chambers. All for you. The wall wasn't for them. The wall was for you too. That wasn't to keep them out. It was to keep you in. Because now that they're sending them all back to, let's say, Canada and Mexico, when you run away from America after pissing all these people and all these neighbors and all our allies off, you think they really want you to come in after you sent their ass back home? Hell nah. Your ass is staying behind the wall that you very built. And it wasn't to keep us out, it was to keep you in. That's right. All under the guise of it was for your protection, though. That we care about you, we're concerned, right? We want to protect you, right? That's why, and then I'm like, I didn't know ICE was trained in TSA, being a TSA agent either. That's crazy, right? Yeah, it's like they're trained in everything, apparently, right? Security, police force. Man, these guys can do it all, right? ICE isn't just for immigration. It's for policing. It's for serving at the airport security, right? Like, man, these guys, it almost sounds like they're a bunch of fucking mercenaries. A fucking Blackwater hired mercenary force, right? That's what they are. And they'll do whatever they're told because whoever pays the most is where they're gonna go. And well, that's just it, folks. I believe. That's all, folks. Yeah, I've been saying it for a long time, and people just always come up with bullshit in their minds to try to logically come up with some other reason or why that can't be. They can't see reality. They can't stand reality. They can't stand that they've been sold out and people don't like to be wrong. So they'll keep believing the lie, even though it's blatant as hell, right? And has been for a long time. That they'll just keep running with it, right? That Trump's a good guy and that all this stuff isn't, that we're just crazy and that's not what's happening, right? And then they're still standing behind them, right? Like they're all for it, right? And I'm like, you don't realize that you're serving the Dark Lord, right? Because he's the father of lies. And guess what? The government and all these leaders keep doing. They keep lying. They keep deceiving you. And it turns out all the things they said they were going to do, they didn't do. And that it actually goes against you, not with you, even though they made you believe that they were on your side and it was, for the benefit of you. Uh-huh. Yeah.